Hello, my brothers. Today, I want to talk with you about purpose. The reason that purpose means something so much to me and is something that I talk about for us as homos specifically is because without it, I see us wander. I see us get carried by the current of whatever we think might validate us or the whatever someone else is doing. We feel that kind of wandering, lost energy throughout our lifetimes. And with purpose, we start to find a North Star. It gives us direction. It gives us a reason to do our healing. It gives us a reason to exist. It gives context for why we're here and context for the challenges that we've experienced up till that point. Some might say that our only purpose is to just be here, to just be who and what we are. And that is accurate. That is accurate. But if we don't know who and what we are, purpose helps us discover that. It helps us unfold who we are. And then we get to discover who we are through stepping into a purpose. As I've experienced it, and as Michael Beckwith talks about it, purpose isn't something that you go find. Purpose is something that is revealed. Purpose is something that is revealed when we start to go deeper into understanding who we are and where we came from. So it's kind of this infinity symbol of the more we step towards purpose, the more we explore what our gifts are, and I'll talk about that in a moment. The more we do that, the deeper we go into understanding who we are on a spiritual level. The more we understand who we are on a spiritual level, the more purpose becomes revealed. So, your purpose is something that will continually evolve over time. It will reveal itself to you by step after step. When you follow your intuition towards something that is inspiring to you or interesting to you. Our purpose is almost never within our comfort zone, unless it's something that we've been studying since we were a kid. But for most of us, that's not the case. Purpose reveals itself as we grow older and we have learned some lessons and we have had our heart broken a few times. So, for example, I lived until 33 or 34 years old working in a lot of different career fields. It looked like I was all over the map. I was living in New York and I was working in the fashion industry, and I was surrounded by glamour and creativity and living this peak of what I thought success would be. And I felt completely dead inside. That was the moment that I said, I need to do something that feels real. I need to do something that matters to me. I did not know what that would be. But through a series of events, when I realized that I needed to leave the city, I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing, but just making the choice that I need to leave, then things started to unfold. Every single step where I had to say, ugh, this is so uncomfortable. I don't know what the next step is going to be, but I have to take this step. I have to say, I'm leaving this career. I'm leaving this city. And then things started opening up. Most of us will not be able to see the entire thing laid out in front of us. So I'll say that I'm speaking from purpose, from my lens, through my experience, which my purpose is tied to my career path. It is tied to what I do for work. This is not the case for everyone. However, your purpose will have a couple of key components. It will have that component of giving something to the world. What do you want to affect in the world by being you? What are you here to give back? What are you here to create? That's a key component of purpose. It will also, like I said, be something that's outside of your comfort zone. It will be something that moves you into the unknown because it has the purpose of evolving you. Having a purpose and allowing it to move you forward is a part of what your soul is here to do, to evolve. to move from the pain and the challenges of a certain period of your life and to move towards something in which you are giving back. You are transmuting and transforming the things that were your biggest challenges, struggles, pains, traumas. You're utilizing all that you learned from that and putting it into your purpose. Purpose is not a singular destination that you get to. So in my experience, when I left the fashion industry, I moved to San Francisco. I didn't know what I was going to do, but San Francisco felt a little more grounded to me. So that was the right next step. And what I ended up moving towards was personal training. That came through, again, a strange series of events. And when I found my way into personal training, got my certification, I was working with people, it was so clear to me that this was exactly where I needed to be. It was exactly the right lane for me to be in at 34 years old after feeling like I had wandered for quite a while. So personal training was just the first step. Yes, in that moment, it was a part of my purpose. And that was developing into something else. That was giving me the foundation of working with people and helping them see themselves differently and getting the skill sets that I needed to do things that I'm doing right now, sit in front of a camera and talk about subject matters that matter to people. So after a few years of working as a personal trainer, more pieces started to come into the work that I was doing with people. I started leading people through meditations. I started life coaching people. That led to me opening up my own studio. And in that studio, breathwork came into my life. And each of these pieces built on itself. And there are many more. I'm going to tell my longer story in a future video, but many pieces kept coming together to continue to evolve me to doing the work that I'm doing now, which is certainly my purpose. And I have no doubt that this will continue to evolve. So all of that to say that purpose is not a single destination that you reach and then you're just sailing. It's an unfolding evolutionary process. The act of intending to live a purposeful life will evolve you and grow you and help you heal and give you that direction that you need. So, as a way of taking this and making it practical for yourself, what I'd like you to consider if you're really seeking for some purpose right now is to journal. You know, I love a journal. The reason I love journaling, I'll just put this in here for a moment. The reason that I love journaling so much is that it takes things from here or here and makes it real, something that's more tangible, because what we feel in our hearts, what we think in our minds can be so ephemeral and come in and out of consciousness, and we're on to doing something that we're distracted by. When you journal, you make something more concrete and then it becomes more tangible. You can work with it more. This is an easy way for God, spirit, your higher self, the universe to communicate with you. And you will get a lot more intuitive hits and knowings in that process. So go into a journaling practice and start writing out all of the things that you love to do. What are the things that you love to do? What are the things that you could talk about forever? The things that really interest you, the things that break your heart. What are you really good at? And what feels like something you'd like to do, but it feels outside of your comfort zone? Start narrowing these things down. See where the commonality is and see if you can start to see a picture come together. And then with that information, find the next step. So if, like me, you had interest in helping people, but you weren't doing that previously, where is a space that you can start helping people? Where can you start using your voice a little bit more? How can you even just start telling people, I have an interest in helping people? That is a step. When you start to name that you have an interest in something, that you feel that there's some spark of purpose around this one little thing, when you name that and you give it some attention, more will be revealed with time. I'm sure that I will be talking on this subject matter much more, but for now, I hope this gives you a great starting point and helps you conceive what purpose is in your life and how it can help you have direction and give some meaning to your life, and especially the painful or the challenging things from your past. I'd love to hear in the comments how this resonates with you. I'm sending so much love, and I'll see you soon.